How do you measure, patient outcomes or patient feedback to ensure that they are getting those outcomes and that we're not just focusing on sort of business metrics? What do you do and what do you advise others to do?
The Net Promoter Score survey, I think, is a winner. It's fabulous to be able to collect that data and that feedback from patients. And patients seem so willing to do that. I've tried so many surveys in the past where you just get crickets, right? You send out this survey and you might get 3 people answer, and they're usually your raving fans because they want to do anything to help you. Versus the NPS survey, it's just so simple and so accessible to people. So that has been, a really lovely way to quantify our impact and a patient's experience.
Can you just talk through that? Because what is the Net Promoter Score? What does it, practically, tangibly look like, and when do you send that? Because it is unfamiliar to a lot of people in the space. Just talk us through the Net Promoter Score and how you use it.
So Net Promoter Score, or NPS, it's used across the business sector in general. And as soon as I learned about it, I started to see it everywhere, right? See it at Coles, see it at the Servo. And it's a very simple rating system, 0 to 10. And the question that people in the know, people who have done the research, have come up with one single question that will show you how, illustrate how a client views your business. And the question is, how likely are you to refer a friend or family member? So 0 to 10, 9, 10 being a promoter. So they're very likely to go out into the community and say something positive about your business. We've got 7 or 8 who are passive, so likely to be pretty neutral, not say anything good or bad. And 0 to 6 is a detractor, so somebody who may speak poorly of your business. So to have those numbers and to be able to give practitioners that affirmation is just fabulous.
It's a great point as well. The affirmation, the feedback loop is so important around what are you doing well, and here's what clients are saying about you. So mechanically, what does that look like in your clinic? As for when do patients get the Net Promoter Score? Is it once off? Is it continued? And then do you do anything after that? Like once they reply, what happens from there? So maybe let's start with how frequent and then what happens off the back of it.
Yeah, I absolutely love our system around this, actually. Brings me a lot of joy, clearly. So we send it out at the 1st, 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th visit, I think. I think it's every 5, which, no right or wrong here. We've got to just figure out what rhythm works best. But we wanted to get a snapshot at different stages of the journey, a patient's journey, rather than just their initial vibe of the practice. Or if we only did it on the 20th visit, we're only capturing a very specific type of patient's feedback. So we do it as a sustained process throughout their visit. Once we get the data, we will share the comments on Slack so that the whole team can celebrate those comments. So we do that once a month. And they also go onto a practitioner's dashboard, which is a lovely thing for them to look back on. People who have been with us 7, 8 years, to be able to have a look at that much feedback from clients is really special. And then the other way we use it is to generate Google reviews. So we've tried a few ways to do this, and what we found super effective is to actually copy their comment and to send them an email to say, we're so grateful for these beautiful words. It would mean the world to Nat if you would be comfortable copying this into a Google review and sharing the link. So we make it super easy. We're not saying to people, thank you for leaving that those beautiful comments. Can you also write us a review? And they've got to start drafting it again. So, a little bit of a roadblock we found. So since it's very manual the way we do it, but to me, it's worth it for the Google reviews. And of course, we need to be careful with ARPA regulations, and we're careful in the reviews that we select to ask. We choose the reviews that are focused on client experience rather than clinical outcomes. But really interestingly, almost all of the reviews, the comments that are left by NPS are client experience reflections. we do a beautiful activity with our team probably once a year where we'll print them out, we'll cut them up. Maybe this is the primary school teacher in me. We give everybody an envelope of them randomly, just anyone's reviews. And we get them to sort them into 2 piles. So they're looking at the comment and they're putting it in the client experience pile if it relates to experience, and the clinical pile if it relates to clinical, and we have a middle pile for both. And it's an amazing visual representation of what is really meaningful and impactful to clients, because the experience pile is always huge. So it's a great activity for anybody looking for a client experience focused activity for the team.